Hey, it's Ray, and in this video I'm going to talk about the Rick and Morty mural that I painted. So it started off when my friend Matt Pham, who works at the Pensacola Museum of Art, reached out to me and asked if I was interested in painting a mural in front of the museum. And I thought it'd be a really cool opportunity. I've never done a mural by myself before, so I accepted, and I was one of six local artists who got to paint in front of the museum. So the inspiration for these murals was Pensacon, which is a sort of like Pensacola's own little Comic-Con. It's a multi-genre convention that happens in February, and that's sort of the occasion these were asked to be made for. So we all chose a sort of pop culture reference or had them in our murals, and my original idea was to have Rick and Morty portaling to Pensacola by accident and interacting with some characters that their voice actors were going to be at Pensacon. That was my original sort of design for this mural, sort of the direction I wanted to go in. But as you can see throughout this video, I sort of had to adjust the design and change a few things, like due to the timeline and my own ability to paint it. Here I'm just blocking in the background colors, and here I used a projector to sketch in the characters on the mural. So here I am blocking in skin colors of Rick and Morty, and I had originally had the portal off to the left, and there's going to be a Power Ranger coming out of it, and Rick was going to be talking to the Power Ranger, but I decided to take that out and put the portal behind Rick and Morty. I also had Jasmine, who's going to be talking to Morty, on the right, which I eventually painted over because I just didn't want her talking to him anymore, and I didn't want to paint another character. One thing that I took a little bit to decide on was if I should make the mural in the style of the show, or if I should do it in my own style. And I decided to do it in my own style, so people who looked at the mural, saw it was from me, wouldn't feel a disconnect when they saw my other artwork, and so they would be able to know, or they would have an idea of what sort of style I worked in. Of course, my style is very, very inconsistent. If you see any of my artwork, I don't feel like I have any consistency, but I decided to try. But yeah. Here I'm blocking in the portal, which was actually a lot of fun to paint. Unfortunately, we didn't have any bright neon green, but that's okay. Here I'm painting the silhouettes of, or I was painting the silhouettes of spaceships from various TV shows and movies. So I had Oliver Wood from Harry Potter on his broomstick because he was going to be at one of the panels. He was one of the guests for Pensacon. I also had the Enterprise from Star Trek and Millennium Falcon from Star Wars and a few TIE fighters. I also had Aladdin and Jasmine, since Jasmine was going to be one of the guests at Pensacon as well. And one of the ships from Battlestar Galactica. Here I am painting Rick and Morty's dialogue bubbles. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted them to say. I was trying to figure out the most Rick and Morty dialogue, and that took a while and a bit of research. But yeah, it took several layers. Here I'm adding more clouds, which was really fun to paint. Had a good old time with some semi-realistic clouds and a conversation with a nice photographer while doing it. Here I'm adding more brighter green or lighter green to the portal. Yeah, that portal was very interesting to paint. I finally added the white dots on the portal. That really made it stand out and kind of made it the portal. And here I am doing probably my favorite part, which was the line work for Rick and Morty, and it finally gave them pupils so they didn't look so terrifying, and it really made them stand out and kind of bring them to life, not to be so cheesy or whatever. It was really funny when people would pass by and at the early stages of this mural, and would just see the beach and the beach ball and kind of be like, oh, well, I know what this is going to be. And I really hope that they ended up seeing it now, because it is definitely not your average Pensacola Beach mural or artwork that you see a million times in Pensacola. So that was really interesting to experience. And some dialogue lettering. Took me a few times to figure out what they were going to say. As I said, I had erased several times. And here I'm adding my Instagram handle, of course. So yeah, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble about this mural. I had a ton of fun making it, and I'm super grateful to Matt, who gave me the opportunity. If you're in the Pensacola area, you should try and pay the museum a visit. The other 5 murals were done by some really great guys, fantastic local artists, and definitely worth checking out.
And I finally finished my mural this morning. It's got